channel, and this is the Real D with Amaka, and my name is Chiamaka Ilekoa. It's so nice to have you here. Welcome back again. Hey, don't even start asking, who is this girl? Does she have children? Why would she want to advise me on how to take care of my children? Listen, this Josiah was a king at 8 years old. God didn't wait for Josiah to become 40 years old before he became a king ruling over elderly men. Okay, so the best thing for you to do is forget about the messenger right now and focus on the message. These are the tips and tricks you need to know if you want to raise a current day Gen Z, Generation Z. If you don't know what Gen Z is, you better Google it, because there's chance that you actually have a Gen Z with you at home and you want to do a fine job raising them. All right, so let's go into this video ASAP. So let's look at the tips I have for you. Number one tip I need you to understand in today's world is for you to teach your children how to make money. I mean, growing up as a child, people don't really tell us this is how to make money, this is what to do if you want to make money. Money is not even discussed. I'm a graduate, and to be honest with you, I went through 5 years, in fact 6 years of the university, and no lecturer came to teach me how to make money. We once had one entrepreneurship thing that just lasted for a couple of weeks, and that was it, of which it didn't even exactly hold. It was just superficial, to be honest with you, and that's all. So you need to start teaching your kids on time how to make money. I mean, even if it means you engaging them in some summer jobs, or starting a business up for them, or getting them along with you to your business premises for them to see how your business is run, for them to see how money is made, because sometimes these young people don't really know that money is made, and the process of making money most times is not even easy. They always demand, buy me this, buy me that, buy me that. Growing up into an adult, you realize that this money don't fall from trees and they have no idea. So the earlier you get them on board with making money, the better for you. It will save you a lot of stress, and it will help them to grow into responsible adults quick, to be honest. Because look at, there's some adults today who are in their late 20s, early 30s, and they still haven't gotten a grasp of life. They're still trying to find their feet. So please hook your kids up with the best money making system that is age appropriate, and something that you can help them manage and control. That's number one. So the number two thing I want to talk about is teach them how to save and invest. Let's look at the savings aspect first. Now, you're going to be teaching them how to make money. Probably you employ them during the summer, or you get them a job, or let's say you pay them if they do some special errands. Like, there are different things you could do, like for young adults or teenagers or kids. When they do something extra, you can just give them some tips. Now, teach them how to save that money. Remember how it is that when we grow up into adults, maybe that one day when you feel like you're actually broke today, and then you start thinking about all the money you had as a child, and you're like, I wish I saved this money, I wish I didn't spend. All those things are babadosh. Most especially if you're a Nigerian parent, you should start saving for your children's tuition, saving for their future, save for whatever, for their university, save. If I just save for them, and not only save for them, but teach them to save, because a lot of parents already have trust funds for their kids and all, but you have to teach them, let them understand the importance of saving. Some adults who are adults still don't know how to save. There are adults of 35 years old that don't even have savings. So your kids need to understand the essence of saving. You're saving for an emergency, you're saving for a future purchase, you're saving for an investment. Yes, you can actually save for an investment. There are people who don't just go into investments blindly because they say there's an investment. They just bring out their money and throw it in. No, you have to save for it. And also you have to teach them the idea of saving to buy something, so they don't buy at impulse because they have money at hand. They see something nice, they just buy. Even as an adult, sometimes you want to buy a car, you save for it. You want to even buy a hair as a woman, you save for it. You want to buy a shoe, you want to buy a clothes, sometimes you have to save for it. It helps you to ensure that you're not just accumulating things you're never going to wear. We women can be very guilty of that. We can have clothes that we buy and we don't wear for months, or shoes or bags we don't ever wear till the day we give it out. But when you're able to save, okay, I need this thing, and you're able to save for it, believe me, like, I don't think you're just going to dump it in your wardrobe or stuff. Yeah, so teach your children how to save. and teach them investment. Teach them how to invest. This investment I'm talking about is not the bring 10,000 to collect 50,000 after 24 hours. That is not investment. Ponzi scheme is not an investment. So guide them through, and you should learn too and guide them through investing. Teach them about the stock market early enough, because they are still going to need it. So why don't you just teach them on time? I mean, there are some adults who still don't even know these things even at old age. So yeah, get your kids fixed up early enough. All right, yeah. Then the number 3 thing I want to talk about in these tips and tricks for raising a Gen Z, guys, please teach your children basic hygiene. Like, this thing cannot be overstated. Do you realize that there was a particular day I was walking on the road and 2 teenagers actually walked past me, and boy, I mean, I was like, what is this? It was so strong. Like, I wanted to go to their parents and tell them what, but you have to respect yourself. But I felt really bad, and I wanted to call them back and go talk to them, give them some lectures, and then take them and buy them a deodorant or something. Like, you have to teach your kids basic hygiene. I remember when we were growing up as adults, our parents would ensure that we had our baths properly. Like, they will have to come and use the sponge to scrub your armpits. They emphasize on the different parts of the body that you needed to really clean. And I started using a what's it called, a deodorant, like the roll-on, quite early. Like, I was already 10. The moment I started having little hairs, my mom ensured that I started using the roll-on already, because she was a nurse, and she didn't even want that. She didn't even want story like anybody other thingy. And it helped me a lot. Teach them to wash their clothes. Teach them not to wear dirty underwears. It can make them smell. So you don't have adults who will grow up and pass and they're smelling. I mean, if a teenager of 14 years can pass by and is smelling, then you can imagine if it continues to adulthood. Like, ew. I know someone who is an adult who had body odor right from childhood, and this person grew up with the body odor, and boy, once they come into a place and leave, you're going to know they actually came into that place. Like, it's wrong. Teach them hygiene. Teach them to brush their mouth. Teach them to take their bath. Teach them to use rollers. Teach them to shave for the guys. Just teach them these basic things that they need to know. Teach them to have their nails clean. If they want to have long nails, that's okay, but teach them that they have to actually keep their nails clean. I see that some parents are really lacking in that department of teaching their kids about hygiene, and I don't know why. Maybe they are too busy, but yeah, you have to teach your kids that. The 4th thing I want to talk about is guide them through a futuristic career path. Mind what I said, futuristic. I'm glad that right now parents are beginning to understand that gone are the days when you tell your child, go and study and become a doctor, go and study and become an engineer, go and study and become a lawyer. Because there are broke doctors, engineers, and lawyers all over the world, all over the country, right? So you want to guide your children onto a career path that is futuristic, onto a career path that has a future. I mean, just imagine someone who was a typewriter in those days, let's say some 30 years ago. I mean, that person, if that person didn't upgrade, that person would definitely be out of job right now, wouldn't have any job, wouldn't have any career, and that person wouldn't have a life. So you have to guide your kids into a career path that is suitable for them. They have to first love it, like it, and I'm even going to say it's okay for you to watch them, see what it is that they like, see what it is that flows naturally with them and for them, and help harness it. So you're gonna those days when you want to force your child to be something. Watch them grow and then direct them in that path. Let them grow in it. It's less cumbersome than just allowing a child, you go and study everything and just rigmarole. Somebody go and study chemical engineering, come out and start taking orders on WhatsApp for sure and bad. It does not make sense. You understand what I'm saying? So let them ensure that they choose a career path that is sustainable. That's the word, sustainable. Something that that wouldn't face off in the next 10-20 years just like that. Something that has a future. Guide them, educate them on it, let them know the different career choices that are available for this present generation. Okay? Yeah.